There's already 4 of you in here. Wow. So, yeah, I'm still in Babylon, as you can tell. And yeah, it's been wearing kind of thin on me, honestly. Um, I did not plan on lingering here for as long as I have, and yet I'm still here. Uh, I picked up the pickup today from the collision center. They finally fixed the door, and apparently they replaced both of the passenger doors because it's suicide doors, so there's 2 of them. So they replaced both of those. And thankfully I got my truck back. It's here, it's safe and sound, and it's looking good. Now I've just got to get it sold so I can get out of LA. I think I've lingered here long enough. I really do need to get out of the city. My plan was to have the truck sold by now, but then I got in that accident and then I got hit, so here we are. Let me go ahead and catch up on comments though while I'm here. Dog spelled backwards is God, little angels in dog suits. Yeah, Zag is my hero. She's my favorite. That's actually, yeah, that I was thinking about it, and I think that the only reason I know what love is because I have a dog. And I think a lot of you with dogs could probably relate to that, couldn't you? So what's up? How's everyone? I know I'm live streaming at kind of a random time, but tonight I'm planning on going to the beach. I need to distract myself from being in Babylon, and there is a beach. It's the one I'm going to. It allows dogs. It's about an hour away or so. So Zag and I will be going down there today. I got a friend down there that wants to hang out, so might be spending a little time on the beach tonight. Otherwise, I would have live streamed later. But here I am, working through lingering in Babylon and trying to sell my pickup. But thankfully, the truck got fixed today. For those of you just tuning in, I just got done picking up Raven, my pickup, from the collision center. They replaced both of the passenger doors. So if anyone's interested in a pickup, I'll give my followers a good deal. Yeah, you guys aren't very chatty today. Where's everyone at? What's up, Cole? How you doing, man? How you doing? I wish I could I wish I could smoke in this house, but I can't. I gotta go outside to smoke weed with y'all. So give me a little bit and I'll bring you outside and we could burn one down together. Oh man, I look like I haven't even gotten that much sleep lately because I really haven't. I haven't been sleeping well. You know those moments in life where you're just like things are going super well and you're on this like riding that high, and then whatever happens, something happens that just drops you down below where you even started. And so it's like you go up high and then you have so much farther to fall, and that's where I'm at right now. Hence why I look so fucking tired. Hey Crystal, hey Cole, I just got the notification before commenting like it was my first time. That's weird. I did actually. I've been tinkering, so some of you, I guess they have this membership thing for YouTubers that can set up memberships, like monthly memberships, and I went into it today for the first time because I didn't really think I'd ever set up like a monthly membership, and I started one. I haven't really finessed it yet, so don't get too excited about it yet, but I will be tinkering with it and seeing what kind of things I can offer, like for a monthly membership, private live streams or private live streams or private community posts or whatever for those who want to keep up on my day-to-day stuff, because I'm not always live streaming, I'm not always posting videos. I still have a ton of footage from Caveman and I's adventures coming here, and I was hoping that the video would be about me getting the van and selling the truck, but since I haven't sold the truck yet, I haven't really been able to do the video, so still kind of waiting on that. Eating healthy in Babylon. I don't know what that means. I just got, oh yeah, read that. Hey Crystal, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Man, you fucking called it. Ain't that the shit? Styles here, glad your truck is okay. Yeah, what's up, dude? I'm glad that my truck is okay too. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a wreck. It really wasn't. The truck was parked. The person that was backing up just turned too early and backed into the truck. So, yeah, wasn't that bad of a wreck. It's okay. And it looks even better than before. They just replaced the doors. He showed me the door and he was like, yeah, do you want to keep it? And I'm like, dude, fucking sell it. I don't care. What's up, AJ's Adventures, Jungle Jim? What's up, 11 Bravo? For those of you who don't know what 11 Bravo is, it's infantry. It's Army infantry, and I spent 7 years in the infantry. But yeah, yeah, Bobo, you said it, bro. One step forward, two steps back. That's kind of what it seemed like. I mean, it was. I didn't want to get too far into it, but it was very disheartening weekend. I tried to have a good weekend, didn't really work out. So now I gotta sit in those emotions for a little while, and for me and the way my brain works, it just lingers. So yeah, eating healthy in Babylon. Yeah, dude. The best thing about Babylon, I will admit, like, let's see, the best thing about Babylon, which there's not very many good things about Babylon, especially Los Angeles. People are just so in their bubble and they don't have an open mind to anything outside of the LA bubble. So it's a little disheartening to actually be lingering here, but Babylon does have one saving grace that I don't have access to in Slab City. I don't have access to it in Nomad's Nest. Very rarely have access to it when I'm traveling because I stay pretty remote most of the time. Being this is the longest I've stayed in Babylon since it's been 10 years. It's driving me nuts. But the saving grace is food delivery, my friends. They have food delivery here, and I mean, that's amazing. I love it. What's up, Liberated? How you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Where's everyone at? What y'all smoking on? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that like button. Got 22 people in here, and 8 people have liked it so far. So go ahead and smash that. Unless you don't like me, that's cool. It won't hurt my feelings. But hopefully tonight I can bring you guys some live stream from Long Beach. There's a dog beach down there I would like to take Zag to. And I've been there once before. It was alright. Actually, there were some gunshots that kind of freaked me out last time I was there. And the friend I was hanging out with, all of a sudden, it was like, pop, pop, pop at me. Like, my combat experience, I immediately jumped and was like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh yeah, that happens sometimes. And I'm like, fuck's sake. So I'm going to go back there. So tomorrow is the last day of harvest. Got a little money saved up. Do I quit and hit the road and make it to Slabs for Halloween, or do I stay a responsible Babylonian? It's a good question. I battled with that question right there for over a year before I started my travels. Here's what I'll say: you will sacrifice some things being on the road. There's going to be some creature comforts that you're not going to have access to all the time. And when you do want them, though, you're going to cost you a little bit of money. But I think, for me, the rewards have been better on the road than the creature comforts Babylon offers me. You can get some creature comforts. The ones that you can live with, for me, it's not very much. The military basically taught me how to be homeless. But it's relative. You know, what's comfortable to you versus what's comfortable to me might be different. So I think that everyone who has that wanderlust, that travel itch, should definitely scratch that itch. You might never stop. You might stop. You might decide that Babylon's better. But you won't know until you go, right? The Rocher just finished some fresh keef I made in zooming. I'm zooming. Oh, I got you. That's cool. I actually do have some keef now that I think about it. My grinder, I could probably smoke on that. I actually am getting a little low on weed. Um, I'm trying to maintain my weed levels, and you know it's Babylon, so you're just hemorrhaging money. Just starting on my harvest, Rocher. That's cool. Fuck yeah. That's when the fun happens. I almost thought my PS broke today. PS4 broke today. That would have sucked. A PS4, dude. Like, that's old school, isn't it? Aren't they on the PS5 now? It's okay. The last one I had was a PlayStation 2. In fact, that's another thing I do miss about Babylon is video games, dude. Like, it's hard to get good enough internet or even electricity on the road. So, forget playing video games. It's not likely. Jim should be trimming weed, but he's watching you. Yeah, Jim, you could trim weed and watch me at the same time, bro. It was going to be a sad day, but it's all good. Yeah, I would have been upset about losing my PS4 too, bro. Let's see. I figured if I don't do it now, I never will. Gonna be 30 already next year. I hit the road. Oh man, I guess I was about 30 years old actually. So good time to do it. Zig just wanted to drop by and drop some love. Hey, thanks, Deb. It's good to see you. We were just talking in Cause's chat, so it's good. Hey, good to see you over here. Playing Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit 2 remastered, a lot of great cars. That's cool, man. I used to play the racing games. Cole is stalking me, or I'm stalking him. Are you guys stalking each other? You guys should exchange numbers. I have a PS2 as well. Yeah, PS2 was the last. It's probably the one. If I was to pick a system, that's the one I would take on the road with me because the games back then didn't require Wi-Fi, and the campaigns that they designed for the games lasted longer. Nowadays, it's all like internet-centered online gameplay, but back then, the PS2 games they spent more time on the campaigns because the internet couldn't really support online gaming yet, but now it can. So I also have NFS Heat. Still haven't played it yet. That's cool. I've been wanting to play. I've been wanting to play that Valhalla game, the Assassin's Creed Valhalla game, but you know that's a pipe dream because it takes so long to play a game like that, and I don't have a system. So eventually, maybe I'll get like a gaming computer or a gaming laptop or something, and have some fun. But ciao. I had to stop buying Hot Wheels. It was becoming an addiction. Do any of you remember doing model cars when you were a kid? Did you guys do that? Like the snap on, the glue on model cars? Like I did a whole bunch of those when I was a kid. And even if they aren't online games, you have to download them in the system. Yeah, you can't just pop the disc in and play. That's absolutely correct. Nowadays, they have to do updates of the game, connect to the internet, and you can't just pop it in and play. Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's another, like, with cell phone internet, the chances of getting a video game and actually being able to play it is pretty slim because it takes forever to update all the stuff on the game. Yeah. My son is addicted to Hot Wheels. Hey, Kitty, what's up? Yeah, good to see you. And Dave, what's up, man? Thanks for posting my links. Those are my links if anyone wants to donate. At this point, it's going to go to weed and gasoline because I'm in Los Angeles and gasoline's terrible. I have Valhalla on PC, hundreds of hours of playtime. Yeah, the game I played, I haven't played Valhalla, but I played Origins, and they just changed so much of the Assassin's Creed games. I didn't play much of Origins, but it was enough for me to be like, "Yo, this is dope." And then right after that, they came out with Valhalla, which I mean the Nordic the Nordic the Viking culture is there's so much influence in our culture with it. But honestly, right now, I think I've had enough Vikings for a while. How have I been? Kitty, I've been better, honestly. I don't know if you can tell, but I haven't slept well. I've been better. I had a really, really rough weekend, actually. So, you know, I'll get over it. I'll just sit in these emotions for a while and deal with it. Gas hit 5.85 here again. I don't know what the gas is here right now, but I think it's probably close to $6. I think it's still in the 5 range, but it's hovering right around where that's at. Have you played any of the Fallout games? Yeah, dude, I have. I've played, I think, all of them. I know I've played the last, like, any of them that came out in the last 10 years. In fact, here at K-Man's brother's house, I was playing them last time we were here, so. Nemo got me back on Fallout 5. I think that's what I was playing, was the latest one. Or Fallout 4. 369 here in Ohio, still till they change it next week. It's probably gonna go up next week or down. Fallout 4 and New Vegas are bad. Yeah, I played a lot of New Vegas. I played the shit out of that. I haven't done 4 as much as I'd like to. I know you can like do a lot of building and stuff in your settlements. Haven't really gotten into that. I've just been doing missions, quests, whatever. Hey Kristen, hey Dee, how you doing? Joys. How am I doing? Yeah, I've been doing great, honestly. I had a really, really fucked up weekend, and I've been trying to, Skyrim Special Edition is one of my favorites. I didn't play Skyrim, actually. I played I played Oblivion, and then I was on the road when Skyrim came out, so I haven't actually been able to play it. But it's basically Oblivion. Like it's the same game. Instead of Oblivion gates, there's there's dragons. So I mean that's kind of cool. I want to play it, but 579 in Redmond, man. You guys are rocking some LA prices up there. 385 in Colorado. Yeah, it was actually really cheap in New Mexico. But as the farther I got closer to California, Arizona was more expensive, and then obviously California is pretty high. Picked up Black Ops 2 today for the zombies. Dude, I never actually cared for the zombies. And I know that that's an unpopular opinion, but like there's no there's no solving the zombies. You just go until you die, and it's like how many waves of zombies can you do until you die? I mean, it had its moments where it was fun, especially the second one. The second one was much better. Hey, thanks Styles for the donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, that was cool. If anybody does want to donate, my links are in the comment. They're also in the description of this channel. There's also the super chat option, but YouTube does take 30% of that, which is fine. But now my phone's going nuts. But yeah, I have been experimenting with the monthly subscriptions to the channel. So let me ask you guys, since I got most of you here who are my consistent followers, and even some of you who linger, I know you're there. What would you spend $5 on for a monthly subscription? Like if I was to charge like a $5 monthly subscription, what kind of things would you like to see? Would you like to see weekly live streams where it's members only? Would you like to see members only videos, posts, obviously? Like what would be something that would be $5 in value to you? Like I'm just kind of curious. I haven't really ever tested, like, tinkered with, or even explored the monthly membership thing. It always seemed a little exclusive to me, and I never liked the idea of it. But I'm considering it. That's all. I'm considering it. I don't want people to have to pay to like watch my live streams. It's weird. Thanks, D. Hey, I'm sorry I had a messed up weekend too, but I did. Cool. Infinite Warfare was trash, but has the best zombies ever. Rave in the Redwoods was so lit. I didn't actually ever play Infinite War. That was the future combat one, right? Like, yeah, I never played that one. Zombies is fun, but it's endless, like you said. Yeah, exactly. It's endless. Like, you won. No, there is no winning. You're just fucked. And I think if there was a real zombie apocalypse, like, I would win because I'm kind of a badass. Strip club visit. Okay. Is that what you are saying you would spend $5 on? I don't think they'd let me film in a strip club, and I've never really been like a big fan of strip clubs. I think they go to 99 rounds. Has anyone ever gone past that? Like, is there a limit to zombies? Or I'm curious. I generally donate more than a subscription's worth to me. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, Dave. Like, I was kind of tinkering around with the idea of it. I don't know if I wanted to do it because I've never liked the idea of people having to pay to see me. YouTube is free. My channels should be free. Um, but I was tinkering around with the idea. I love strip clubs. That's cool, dude. Members only, so we'll feel special. Crystal, you are special. What are you talking about? You guys are awesome. I would just to support the homie. Hey, that's cool. Cool. And I would hope that, like, that's cool. You would do it just to support the homie, but I would also like to give you something, guys, in return, like something for that value. I know it's only $5, but like $5 is a lot of money to me sometimes. Travel footage and travel tips would be cool. Yeah, I need to start traveling, don't I, Kitty? I'm stuck in Babylon right now trying to get my truck sold, which I just picked it up today from the shop. It's finally fixed. It sat there for almost a week. Tomorrow would have been a week. Um, but I actually had to call the insurance company and chew them out. The guy that hit me, his insurance company, because the mechanics had been calling them for like 2 days and they hadn't been returning calls. So I called him and I was like, look, I need my fucking vehicle. You need to return that call immediately. You have till the end of the day. And anyways, it worked and I got my truck today. Babylon getting to you. Yes, yes, Mr. Goat, Babylon is getting to me. This is the first time I've been in Babylon for this long. Since I started traveling, I left and it's LA, of all Babylons to be in. I'm in Los Angeles. So, yeah, it's getting to me. You said I looked like Richard Pryor, by the way. Did I? Said you looked like Richard Pryor. Were you on fire? Because he lit himself on fire once. Jim said I could PayPal you. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Crystal. And Jim. Thanks, Jim, for giving her permission. Crystal, you don't need his permission. Just do it and ask for forgiveness. I'm broke right now anyways. I'm picking up this house and preparing to travel. Prepping to travel. Fuck yeah, Dave. I hope to see you on the road, man. Like, yeah, that's definitely a priority. Packing up that house. Man, I do not miss moving. Like, I don't care if you're moving across the street or across the country. Moving sucks. Oh, I love you too, Crystal. You guys are awesome people. Happy 420. Is it 420? Oh shit. Actually, no, not here. I got an hour. I got an hour until 420. But happy 420 to those of you an hour ahead of me. Traveling is great. Used to hop freight and backpack America if you can experience it doing. I don't. When did I call you Richard Pryor? Was this in person? Have we met in person? Because okay, because yeah, I've got a pretty weird sense of humor. I just don't know where to move. I'm like stuck here in Colorado. Dude, you're not stuck. You just don't know. And makes you feel stuck, but we're not. None of us are. We might have some anchors that keep us around, but we're not trees, right? Like we're people, and we're not stuck unless we make ourselves stuck. And it sometimes feels like we are. Like we might be stuck in our own habits or in our comfort zone. But let me tell you guys, like, I've been through, I mean, I'm not that old, I'm pushing 40, but I feel like I've been through quite a bit in my life. And I want to tell you this, something that someone told me once that is kind of what motivated me to be as exploratory as I am. But someone once told me that everything that you ever wanted was on the other side of fear, right on the other side of it. Not even that far past fear. So if you can just muscle through that, the fear of the unknown or the fear of what's going to happen next, you'll be fine. You're going to find the things that you've always wanted. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. It's hiding right there. Right on the other side of being afraid. Yeah, we met in person. That's cool, man. I mean, do you look like Richard Pryor or was I being an asshole? Because both, I mean, I say things and sometimes I'm just being funny and sometimes it's totally true. You totally look like Richard Pryor. I would have much rather be stuck in Colorado than Iowa any day. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't want to be stuck anywhere. I wouldn't want to be stuck anywhere. But right now I am. I'm totally stuck in Babylon. Damn, you're so right. I say that all the time to people. Yeah, it's really, I mean, you know, doing it and saying it are two different things. I'm so good at that too. I'll give people advice all the time that I can't, for whatever reason, take my own fucking advice. So, you know, that's how it be sometimes, bro. But sometimes it's good to have a reminder. It's okay. It's okay to feel stuck. But you aren't. You're not. Go travel. I mean, set yourself up with a cushion if you want to go back to Babylon one day. So that way you have a place to land. That's what I did. I had a cushion built up. I had an apartment when I left and I subletted it out in case I ever needed to come back. But I didn't come back and I spent my cushion because I love this. I spent my cushion after a couple of years, but we could be living in Russia or North Korea. Yeah, we do have it pretty good here in the States, don't we? We I mean, we like to complain, all of us, even me. I like to complain about things in the States that I don't agree with or I don't approve of. But at the same time, like compared to a lot of places in the world, we have it so relatively like much safer than them. So, and I'm using the microphone, by the way, for the first time in a while because I'm all set up here in Babylon. I bet that was really loud. I'm sorry. Hey, what's up? What's up, Alaska? Good to see you, dude. That's Alaska, you guys. If you saw my latest video, he was telling us the story about how he was spanging outside of out of a Starbucks in Mecca, and he went in to get some coffee, and they just straight hooked him up, gave him money, gave him food, gave him coffee, all for free because, they're just good people. And I caught him. I caught him telling us that story. So if you want to see that story, go check it out on my page. And if you want to go to his channel after my live stream, don't take all my people. Um, Go hit subscribe on his channel and see what he's doing. Alaska's running a soup kitchen there in Slabs, completely donation based. So he's feeding the community as often as possible. And it's been a struggle sometimes for him. If you follow his channel, you'll know. So yeah, he's got a big heart, Crystal. You're absolutely right. He's doing good things out there for the community. So yeah, be sure to check out his channel. I'm sure he appreciates the cash donations, but if anybody wants to send him like canned foods and stuff, that's also maybe Alaska could post up his address for us in here. So if anyone wants to send canned foods for you, bro, they could do that. Yeah, nice to see you alive, Alaska. Or is he? Chatting from beyond. For those of you who did catch it, I've been complaining about being in Babylon for the last like half an hour, but there is one redeeming quality, and that's that they do food delivery. So this place that I'm about to show you, the first time I ever ate there was in Wyoming, and I had a friend that was working there at the time, and we used to go there and get food all the time, and it's so good. So if you're ever in an area that has this, it's a chain. I didn't know it was a chain until I came here and I saw one, and I was like, whoa, that place. It is a chain. It's the Doghouse, bro. Like, you guys, if you get a chance to go anywhere that has this restaurant, it's like got Polish sausages and like basically hot dogs, but like not hot dogs. Not like animal part hot dogs. They got good stuff. Wow, beer 30 already. Who'd have thunk it? That happened fast. Alaska, are you laughing because I said something about your address? Bro, you got an address, don't you? UPS, FedEx. There's a bunch of places that deliver out there. Beer 30 already. Not for me, man. This is Dr. Pepper. I don't really drink. I'm not really much of a drinker. If I do drink, I really like to drink like a red wine or a really good whiskey, but not really a beer drinker. And I know that like my people in Central Oregon will be ashamed to hear me say that because it's like the beer capital of the country. But yeah, I'm not much of a beer drinker, man. Those IPAs too hipster for me. Scotch, yeah, I'll drink some scotch. Like some good bourbon, some good scotch, some good whiskey. But when I drink it, it's not like I'm sitting there like shooting it and stuff. No, I'll put it in like a highball glass on the rocks, and I'll put like a shot in there, and I'll sip on that for like 20, 30 minutes before I ever fill up. So by the time the night's over, I've had 3 whole shots, and I've got a nice clean buzz, and it's ready for bed. We don't drink anymore either. Yeah, I used to drink a lot, Crystal. When I got back from Iraq, I basically stayed drunk for like a year and a half, 2 years. But I'm getting too fucking old for that. I can't even get drunk anymore and then like feel good about myself for the next 2 or 3 days. It just lingers. That hangover lingers for so long. Ooh, war vet. Yeah, man. Yeah, I went to Iraq in 2010, 2011. I was 7 years in the infantry. I started in active duty army and then eventually went to the National Guard, which is who I deployed with, was the National Guard. And yeah, I went to Iraq in 2010, 2011, and then I came back in September 2011. 3 months later, I was back in the Middle East in a country called Oman, which a lot of people don't know that exists, but it's right next to It's like borders here, Arabian Sea, near Saudi Arabia, and we were there for a while training the Omani army. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Hipster IPA. I just spewed out my nose. What, dude? Okay. So if I do drink a beer, it's usually IPA, but it's so fucking hipster to drink. I mean, it's just super hipster. Like a lager is okay. I don't know. I'm just not much of a beer drinker. And plus they make me tired if I drink like a microbrew or two. It's just so much like bread basically, and I'm just sleepy. It doesn't even get me drunk. It just makes me tired. Followed you since you started, never spoken, but I love your journey. Been following Slabbers for about 8 years. Love your genuine throwback channel. Thank you, Angel, and I'm glad to have you. Thanks for finally saying something. I knew I had people lingering in here, but yeah, I'm glad that you've been following my story. I hope to bring you guys more adventures. My next journey from here is going to be going back to Slabs. I'll be lingering there for a little bit, and then from there, probably Lake Havasu, maybe Quartzsite. I'm not quite sure yet, but I do need to do some more traveling videos, don't I? Because I haven't done as many of those as I'd like. I have one that I'm still in the middle of filming because I'm still here, and the whole video is basically me leaving Nomad's Nest, getting the van, selling the truck. And so far, I haven't sold a truck because we got hit, and the truck had to go get repairs. So, I live. Alaska lives. He's alive. Beer and Bud, best combo for sanity. Yeah, that's a good combo for sanity. The cannabis definitely helps me quite a bit. But there's more I need for sanity. Like good people, good friends around me, and I want them to be, I want respectful people around me, and that's a struggle right there, isn't it? Have you even showed us the van yet? I did post a picture on the community page, but you're right. I probably should do a video of just the van. I was kind of hanging on to it. Like I was kind of hanging on to introducing the van I had the until I had the whole video up. But I think I've left you guys lingering long enough with everything that's happened. So yeah, I probably should do a video about the van, which I've already named Phoenix. How's the health? My health is fine. I've been taking my meds, and yeah, I mean, I'm no issues with my heart since. Although, like the last couple of nights, there were some fluctuations in my heart I could feel that kind of made me a little nervous, but nothing since. Are you at a hotel? No, I'm at actually Caveman's brother's house. He's been. It is an Airbnb, but he hasn't been running it. It actually hasn't been listed for quite a while. So he's just got these other rooms that have been available, and he's been so nice enough to let me stay here while I'm getting my truck sold. He's I don't know, he's a really solid dude. Like I can see why he's a solid dude because Caveman's a solid dude. He's a really good guy, so I expected his family to be, and I was not disappointed. So, did you say seats? What? Did I say seats? I don't know. Did I? Did I say seats? I don't know. What are we talking about? I do. The van does have seats. It's got two seats, captain seats, and they spin around so you can like not have to look out the front windshield when you're parked. For the name. No, I said Phoenix because well, the truck's name was Raven. Is the truck's name is Raven, and I named it that because I bought it from a Baltimore Ravens cheerleader, and it was black, and ravens are just cool fucking birds. And then I bought this one, the van. I bought it in Phoenix, and it's kind of like out of the ashes of Raven is the van. Phoenix coming back to van life. Hey, what's up, smoking in a small town? How you doing, man? Good to see ya. How's that new job of yours, bro? Damn, Alaska, if I wasn't a hotel, I'd be broke as fuck, dude. I couldn't afford a hotel for. I've been here for like a week now. I ain't got that kind of money. I ain't got that kind of money. It would be cool to be able to invite friends over here, though. Like, I think that would be kind of intrusive to invite people over, but I wish I could. That'd be dope. And here in a couple of minutes, I think I'm gonna take you guys outside and smoke a bowl. I dream of being in a hotel in a soft bed and a shower. Yeah, I feel you, dude. You deserve a hotel and a soft bed and a shower too. But no, I'm not in a hotel. But it does have a soft bed. This is actually good bed, nice pillows, good mattress, blankets. It's perfect in here, and like it's a really nice home. So not only am I in Babylon, but I'm also in a really nice home. And he takes good care of his house, so it's like I don't want to be like he's totally laid back about it, but I still don't want to be like a big impact on his household. So it's weird for me to be kind of living in a museum of sorts. I'm at work now. I'm at work right now, cruising the company truck. That sounds like a good job, bro. Getting paid to listen to my bullshit. That's funny. Don't forget to hit that like button, you guys. I got 30 something in here. 24 likes, which is cool. Appreciate everyone who has hit the like button. And again, if you want to donate, my links are in the comments. If you scroll up to Dave Lowe's post and in the description of the video, the description of my channel, etc., etc. You get a cool company truck. Is it like, do you get to like drive it like you stole it, or do you have someone with you making sure that you're not doing tomfoolery stuff with your work truck? That was the best part about getting work trucks is you just beat them the fuck up. Where is everyone at? I know we got Iowa in the house. I know we got Slabs in the house. I know we got Oregon in the house. We got Colorado in the house. Who else is in the house? Who's in the house? Anyone in the LA area wants to get lunch sometime? Because I don't fucking know anybody here. And I'm losing my mind a little bit. All alone. All alone smashing this bitch. Right answer. Arizona, that's what's up. That's right, I knew you were in Arizona. Prescott, Arizona. I know I've told you this before, but that's where my dad was gonna move. Oh, hang on, someone's knocking on the door. Oh man, I haven't forgot about you. I just got caught in a chore. Maybe I could just bring you with me. But my comments are on the computer, so I won't be able to respond to anyone until I get back.
So when you list, you got to pick it up. You need to pile it and crate. You know, crate like this.
Okay. All right. Thanks for letting me know.
What is your name?
What?
Your name?
Ty.
Ty? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, Ty.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks. Well, that was easy. You almost needed my muscle.
Yeah.
You guys want to see something cool? Oh no. Sorry to interrupt you for that. Figured it was.
Yeah. It's just I'm upset with the. I've had that machine for 2 years. It just never works properly.
Mm.
I've been submitting like claim requests and shit constantly for 2 years now. They finally are like, "Hey, we'll pick it up," and I'm like, "Cool." And then they're like, "Hey, we need you to put it on a pallet and crate it and everything." And they told me this morning, and I was like, "Hey, this is a fucking private
It's a
residence.
private. Yeah, it's not a
Like,
shop.
yeah, it's not a shop. Like, I don't have the shit to crate it and stuff." And then like, so then the guy like didn't get back to me, and then this dude called me and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna pick it up. You have the bill of lading and everything." I was like, "I didn't get a fucking bill of lading." So I emailed them and called them and was like, "Hey man, they said they're not gonna pick up without a bill of lading," and yeah, there's still no reply.
How
So,
annoying.
Yeah, it's just this fucking tool, man, and it's like I spent $3,500 on it initially, so I just wasted $3,500 and it's just been tied up for 2 years.
For
It's
2
been
years.
tool sitting for 2 years.
How annoying.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, good girl. Come on, good girl. That's the noise I make, by the way, to get Zag to come to me. I go, and she just follows me. Alright, let me get this set back up. Oh my gosh. Let me get you set back up. Is it good enough? It's good enough for government work. Let's catch up on some comments. I bet you there's a whole bunch here that I didn't see. Press get. Saw that. Longtime lurker from Wisconsin. I love your cheese. My grandma died of TB in Prescott 1928. My dad brought her remains back to Oregon. Yeah, Prescott's a pretty cool area. It's very similar to Oregon, at least Central Oregon, the high desert. Go Pack Go. Let's party. Let's party. Born and raised in Green Bay. Those Babylonian shekels never get old. I don't know. I'm kind of old. Prescott. Prescott. It's Prescott. It is Prescott. That's how you pronounce it. It's not Prescott. It's Prescott. Prescott. Hey, you say hi, human shape. Hello. Hello, Nemo. Hello from Harbor Ferry, West Virginia. I usually watch on TV so I can comment, so I can't comment. So I hopped on my phone real quick just to say hi. I've been following you since the dollar kid video. The bottle kids. Yeah, can I get $1? That's cool. Glad to have you, man. Spreading love. Charles Richardson. Hey, what's up? I'm getting all sorts of new people today. What's going on? Hit in the shower. I'll be back. If you're gone by then, take care, Zig. Peace, everyone in chat. 8xD. Hello, human shape. You're a human shape too, Nemo. You're in Dallas. Dallas, Fort Worth. That's cool. How do you like Texas? The only reason I don't go to Texas is because I don't want to go to jail for cannabis. To be honest with you, that's why I avoid that state. I would love. There's some things in Texas I'd like to see. Honestly, I actually lived in Amarillo for a time when I was like 11 years old. Yes, Nemo, how are the travels? I saw some of your videos. You were hanging out with Tony Hawk. Not the Tony Hawk y'all are thinking of. Is that an old video? Because it came up in my feed today. It is my PC term for all the bipeds. What's up, Missy Brock? Nice to see you too. Right, lived here my whole life and I would love to move and travel. Then do it. What is stopping you? What is stopping you from traveling? You have anchors, don't you? Like kids or a job or house, or you have anchors. But you don't have to. I think that you could. That's all I'm saying. We're not stuck unless we make ourselves stuck. Except for me, right now, because I am stuck in Babylon with 2 vehicles. If I could drive both my van on one side and my truck on the other, like down the highway, I wouldn't be here anymore. But I can't drive 2 vehicles. Anchors for sure. Kids are grown, but do work. Yeah. I get that. That's what was stopping me for a long time from leaving. Was I had a good job. I worked for the employment department of the state of Oregon. I was a vet rep, where I was helping veterans find work after they were getting out of the military, separating, or if they were homeless. There were certain criteria in order to be in the program and to have my help. And yeah, I decided it couldn't be an anchor anymore. Like I just couldn't do it. I needed to focus on my mental health instead of other people's, and then now there's somebody else doing that job that does really, really good job. So set the children free in a forest and buy a van. You don't even have to set them free in a forest. I hear the fire department will take them. No questions asked, man. They'll just be like, thanks for the children. But Nemo, she said her children are grown. So isn't that weird? Okay, like, am I the only one? My daughter turned 19 last year. Or I'm sorry, 18 last year. She just turned 19 in August. And it's weird having an adult child, I will admit. I still feel like a kid. I still kind of want to be a kid. Nobody expects me. They all expect me to be an adult. But it is weird having an adult child, I will admit. I'll get there. 41 is around the corner. Doubt they'll take a 20 and 21-year-old. Yeah, no. Maybe if they're hiring. They could be firefighters. Hey, did you guys know that they flavor Dr. Pepper with prunes? Now you do. Come to Prescott in November and hunt a big deer with me. I have you covered, all bows and firearms I have. Let's eat pure, delicious venison. Yum, dude, I could probably go for some deer hunting. I would probably go bow hunting with you. What kind of bows do you have? Are you talking like compound bows, or are you like a real man with the traditional like recurve longbow? Because that's what I grew up using, was a recurve and longbow. Rifle, I don't know. I haven't actually been able to look over the sights of a rifle at anything alive since I got back. So that might be a difficult for me, but I could probably pull off a bow. I don't think that'd be a problem. Or if they just get out on their fucking... Wait, they're 20 and 21 and they're still at home with you? Okay, that's not fair, because it is a different time, and the economy is what it is. But I feel you. I can't even judge that. You gotta look out for your family. Yeah, you're like 48, right? It's like, yeah, I'm 48. I'm 48, minus a few years. 27 flavors of prune. No, it's 22 flavors and prune. And then that's 23. The main flavor is actually prunes. Had someone trying to argue with me about that today. Or not today, but over the weekend. They also tried to argue with me that, I told them I couldn't float, and it's just like a mathematical equation I've never been able to. And yeah, that became a thing. 2 crossbows, injured shoulders. Dude, I've never actually used a crossbow before. Didn't we talk about this before? I've never used a crossbow. Barnett crossbows, that's cool. Is it a different season for crossbows than it is for bow season, or is it the same? No way in hell you're in your 40s. Why not? Why can't I be in my 40s? That's I could be. You never know. I got an adult child, 19 years old. She turned 19, what is this, September, October, 2 months ago. 350 and 410 feet per second. Yeah, that's pretty fast. 23 flavors of prune. If you've ever had a prune, you'd know they're actually not that bad. They're not terrible. I wouldn't eat it every day, but bow season is bow season, so it includes crossbows. That's cool. Me too, but I was 18 when I had my first. Yeah. Yeah. So we probably are about the same age. I'm not 40. I'm gonna be 40 in about a year. I'll be 39 in January. I'll be 39 in January and 40 next year. So it is. There is something to say about having kids early, because now I'm 40 and she's grown. I'm not raising a kid anymore. I did that. But there's also something to be said about waiting also, because I'm much better equipped today to raise a kid than I was in my early 20s. Damn Aquarians. Yes. Yes. I am an Aquarius, Nemo. So are you. You are too. We're a couple of fucking weirdos. What about everyone else? What's your sign? If you buy into that, let's hear what you are. You youngins, 40 I saw a long time ago. What's up, Special Ed? How you doing, man? Good to see you. And Aries. Ooh, Aries, they're dangerous. Aries are fiery bitches. My ex-wife was an Aries, as a matter of fact. On a Virgo, I got a lot of Virgo in my chart. My moon, a few other planets. How you doing in Babylon? Dude, not fucking well. Not well. I'm not built for this, man. I'm not built for Los Angeles. I'm not built for the city, and I'm definitely not built for the people here. I think that they're very much trapped in their LA bubble. So I'm not doing well. I can't wait to get out of here. I need to sell my truck before I can leave. So I'm basically lingering longer than I ever wanted to linger here. So, it is what it is. Crystal, damn right. Bunch of fiery bitches. I swear I put you in your early 30s. Oh, thanks. I'm not. I'm in my late 30s, but I appreciate that. My ex-husband is an Aquarius, hence the X. Yeah, we're a fucking bunch of nutcases for sure. So, like, your ex-husband is an Aquarius, and he's an ex because he's an Aquarius. What's your sign? Let's find out. Let's find out how bad you messed up. Let's see if you should never have dated an Aquarius. Because you're going to say something like Cancer or Scorpio. And, of course, it was doomed from the beginning. Hey, nobody. My birthday was in 2 weeks. And Libra, actually, that's not a terrible match. Libra, Aquarius. You guys are both air signs. Libra is the only sign that is a machine. Did you know that? It scales. Yeah, I'm getting there at like 10:05 tonight at the Greyhound. I'm gonna leave immediately to Long Beach. I'll be in Long Beach tonight, Nemo. Don't bow at me. That's weird. Scorpios sucks. Well, that sums it up. Are you a Scorpio, Ed? Everyone's like, oh, I met this one Scorpio who sucked, so they all suck. But he was just a nut in general. Yeah, like that's an Aquarius trait. We're just fucking. The people can't handle us. People can't handle us. And honestly, that fact right there that people can't handle me has actually been eating at me lately. Like, I feel like I'm a pretty good dude, but for some reason I still get treated like I'm not sometimes. Especially if you are a Scorpio, called it. So you know. You know. Have you ever looked up what part of the body that Scorpio rules? Because each sign has a part of the body that they rule. Like the Aquarians, it's our ankles and our calves. For Aries, it's their heads. Do you know what it is for Scorpios? Why don't you go Google that? I could handle you. Yeah, that's what they all say. always seems like they could in the beginning. I'm completely sane, thanks. That's the jury's out on that Nemo. The jury's out. But yeah, I'm hoping to go to Long Beach tonight. There is a friend of mine down there hanging out, so it'd be good to see them. Don't know if I'll be recording. Maybe I'll live stream it. We'll see. I'm not sure yet, but I do need to get out of this house. I do need to go to something that's just not lingering in Babylon, because I'm not built for this, man. I'm built for nature. I'm built for the trees. I went to Kernville over the weekend with a friend, and would have liked to enjoy it with better company, I think, because I didn't have a great weekend. But Kernville was really pretty. It was up in the mountains, and I got to get out of Babylon for a minute, but it was still kind of Babylon, you know? It was still in town, and, I mean, we went to the river, and that was cool, but I need to recharge, and I can't do that here. I can't. It's exhausting. And if you can tell, like, I'm not sleeping well, so I'm sure I look pretty tired. Kind of seems like it. Shit, my early 30s. That would be nice. I wish I was in my early 30s still. I think that honestly, like, my favorite age I've been so far was my 30s. My 30s, I had way more fun than I had in my 20s. Yeah, I want to head towards Naples Island and Seal Beach. That's cool. Hips. Special ed, you rule the hips. And the hips, and I've got to run, buddy. Love you. Hey, bye, Crystal. Thanks again. Thanks again so much for your donation. And if anyone else wants to donate, my links are in the description of this video at the top of the live chat. Dave Lowe posted them a minute ago, and they're in the description of my channel. So knock yourselves out. But if you can't, that's cool. Go hit the like button. That would also help. Hell, me too. My 30s were a blast. Yeah, me too, man. Like, my 20s, I just spent, like, doing what society wanted me to do. Work, go to college, buy a house. I did all that. Start for your retirement. And then my 30s, I was like, fucking why? Why am I doing all this? And I was miserable. So, yeah, I just sold everything I owned and hit the road. It was great. Never looked back. Sometimes I kind of think. Sometimes I kind of wonder if I should go back to Babylon. Sometimes. Go get an apartment, go get, stable again, stop traveling. Sometimes that crosses my mind, because I know that if I was to do it today, I would do it very differently than what I did it before, than how I did it before. But I'm not sure I could give this up. I like being able to look out the window and see a different view every single time I look out of it. Every couple of weeks, I open the window of my house, and there's a new view. It's a lake, it's a mountain, it's trees, it's a river, it's a Walmart. Don't do it. Yeah, no shit. That's always where I end up going back to. Like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I was stationed at Seal Beach Naval Weapons and Ammunition Depot for a while. Strange duty. Yeah, there is a lot of military out here on the West Coast, much more closer to San Diego than Los Angeles, but yeah, a lot of Navy, Coast Guard, Marine Corps. I haven't been to Seal Beach though, I don't think, though. Maybe I will go cruise though. I love cruising the city at nighttime, and since I have my truck back now and it drives better, I mean, not better, but it's, newer, nicer than the van, I might go and take the truck out tonight, go cruise the city at nighttime. I like it at night just because the weather's nice. Like, it's hot during the day, and it's like perfect temperature to have the windows down at night and the music blasting. Fucking dig that. I'm jealous of the life some of y'all lead, but giving it all up when you have it is hard. It really fucking is. And I mean, I'm glad that we can bring you our lifestyles, right? Like, I'm glad that you can live vicariously through us, because that's kind of why we do it. I know that there's people out there who are disabled. I know I have a follower here who is quadriplegic. So, like, these people get to see a lot of people's health issues, you know, don't allow them to travel. And mine are one day gonna stop me from traveling. My health issues are gonna, it's not gonna be possible anymore. I've known nomads who have had health issues and they've had to stop traveling. In fact, you guys probably know Mac. He had to stop traveling because of his health issues. So we're not promised tomorrow. So I'm happy to be able to bring this to those people who can't do it anymore. Like what little bit of it I can bring to them. So I'm like, keep doing it. I need to make more travel videos. I get it, you guys. I get it. We are on our way to Slab City, California now. Who is that? Do I know you? Becky Finsky? Do I know you? I know a Becky in Slabs, so that's why I ask. Seal Beach is super chill and it's cool, busty scene and easy to hide out on the beach for the night. Hey, is there dogs allowed on Seal Beach? Because I got a dog. How is Mac? I have not heard from him. You know, he's kind of laying low, but I mean, for those of you who don't know, Mac was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. It's spread, you know, to his lungs. It's not looking good. He's having to deal with all that. We all wish him the best. He's in our thoughts. And yeah, I mean, it's a letdown because now his lifestyle has to change. He's got to stay here in Babylon too. Yeah, he did post a video today from a racetrack. I saw that, so it's good to see him out and about. And you know, it just sucks. It just fucking sucks. It's really all you can say. Cancer fucking sucks. Fuck cancer. I'm thankfully healthy, so I travel and bring the vicarious visions. That's what's up. Nemo, check out Sam's Seafood on the coast in Seal Beach. Excellent. Excellent. Most certainly prayers up for him. Yeah, you guys, Matt could use all the, you know, the prayers, the thoughts, the good vibes that he can possibly get. So yeah, it sucks. I feel for the man, you know, and it's just, and it's such bad timing too. You know, he is just getting his life squared away, and then boom, just the worst diagnosis you could probably get. So, you know, that fucking sucks. And here I am complaining about being in Babylon too. Like, it is all relative, isn't it? And you know what, Angel? You're saying you're jealous of some of the life some of us have as nomads. Some nomads, not me, but some are jealous of your life and the stability that you have and the creature comforts that you get to enjoy. So it is relative. It is. You know, like the grass isn't always greener on the other side because it takes effort to make your grass green. So I'm super broke, but if I need some monies and I'm still there, I'm down. Sean and Becky got 5 slab caps and a shady ma petite, the crazy mom cat on board. Sean and Becky. I don't think I know you guys. I haven't met you, have I? Yeah, I agree. The grass is green if you water it, bud. That's what's up. That's it. See, Nemo, I'm super jelly of y'all's family units. You know, that's one thing I think that a lot of us nomads do have in common. We really don't have family. We don't. Not most of the nomads I've met. And if we do have family, we're not close to them for whatever reason. I don't have family. Like, my mom passed away this year. I did a video on that. My dad passed away a long time ago. And I have his ashes in my tattoo right here. And I had a sister. I have a sister. We don't really speak anymore, but that's it. You know, that was my whole family. Like, I don't have one. So the family that I have developed now has just been a few friends. There's not even very many, but a few close friends that I can lean on when things are going shitty. But yeah, Nemo, I agree, dude. I'm jealous of some of the family units out there. You know, like I'm an orphan. My family's gone. So I did want to discuss that with you privately, the ashes on the tent. We can discuss it now. It doesn't bother me. Um, Oasis coffee in the mornings. Have Romeo the dog. Okay, yeah, I might see you at Oasis. Yeah, but the tattoo I have right here. So the story goes, let me show it to you guys. Ugh. That tattoo has my father's ashes in it, and my father had a very, very similar tattoo. It was a cross with a red rose on it and looked very similar. He had his mother's ashes, my grandmother. He had her ashes in the tattoo. He also had my uncle's ashes in his tattoo and my nephew's. My sister had a kid that passed away. So when he passed away, I decided to get this tattoo and put his ashes in it as just kind of an homage to the man. Depends on the states whether it's legal or not. When I was in Oregon is where I got it done. It was not legal. I got it done at a professional shop and they weren't supposed to, and we just decided that we wouldn't tell on each other. But some states are different. Some states don't mind it, some states do. You gotta talk to the artist, and you've also gotta trust the container that the ashes were in, because you are putting this inside of a wound. Ashes are completely sterile. It's not unhealthy to put them in the ink. It's very symbolic, but you can put that. I mean, pure. It's just pure carbon. Ashes are pure carbon. In fact, ashes are the cleanest substance of matter that exists out there. So, and it's bone ash too. But yeah, it's not taboo. We could talk about it. But if you did want to discuss things privately too, I do have I have Facebook. It's Zig Sehorn, Sehorn, and I also have Babylonian _Zig on Instagram. I'm gonna plug in my microphone. So let me know if you guys can still hear me. I could just type in my social media, I guess. You know what? Okay, so I know where all the things are on my phone, but it's been so long since I used the actual keyboard. I gotta find like the symbols in the right spots, because like on the phone the exclamation point is at the A, but on your keyboard it's not on the A, is it? It's on the 1. So now I gotta find the underscore. There it is. Right where it's always been my whole fucking life. I guess personally for myself. Yeah. You can hear me better. Good. Yeah, I was using the microphone on the phone. The audio just jumped 100%. That's good. Turn your volume down. I dropped back in to say hi, Angel. It's been a long time, much. Hey, thanks, Deb. Thanks for stopping back by. Glad to have you here. What's up, John Turner? Sig Angel is one of the real ones on here. She's a sweetheart. Yeah, she's been very nice. this chat, yeah, for sure. What's up, good job, buddy? Hey, glad to see you're commenting. I was trying to figure that out because I've had a couple of people hit me up and be like, "Yo, am I blocked? I couldn't comment on your live stream," and I'd go look, and no, I didn't. It was weird, but yeah, good to see you here, man. And I also found out that there was some people blocked I didn't know were blocked. So I had to go unblock them. But yeah, there's 2 ways to block people on here apparently, and so it took me a minute to find the live stream chat block or whatever. It was buried deep in the settings, but I had to dig and find them. Deb or Deborah? Got any weed? It'd be a lot cooler if you did. Yeah, I do actually, but I can't smoke in here. I do want to go smoke in a second though. Works now, that's all that matters. Yay, cool. Glad to have you back. Glad to have you back, man. I appreciate the donations you've been sending, dude. So that's pretty cool. Angel, I hope life's been treating you well. I've missed you. See, everyone knows Angel except me. What the fuck is going on here? She's been lingering, following me for this long and never said hi. But everyone else knows Angel. You're famous. You famous. Can you block me? I mean, earn it. Sure. I'd be happy to. I don't care. You know, when I do block people, I don't even remember them. Like, it doesn't even. I'll block you and I'll forget about you 10 minutes later. I don't even care. I'm happy to block people who earn it. Hey, Eddie, much love to Amber. I enjoy sharing the money I make on YouTube. And I feel that, dude. I get donations from people and I just, honestly, like, when I need it, I need it. And that's cool. I'll use it. I will. But if I don't need it, like, I'll pass it along to someone. You guys have seen me do it collecting, you guys have seen me do it collecting donations for, Caveman, collecting donations for my neighbor David, trying to encourage you guys to donate to Alaska. My that's what I want to use my platform for. I would prefer to use it to help the people that are around me because I don't think there's anything more important than that, than helping the people around you. Like, I think that's if when kids ask me, "Hey, why are we here? What's the point of life?" Because that does happen. Kids are curious. I always tell them to help each other because life's hard enough. Life's hard enough. People are going to be awful to you. People are going to treat you like you don't matter or that you shouldn't be respected. And I feel like that's probably the most important thing we can do for each other is just help when you can. And if you can't, that's fine. Like, there's no obligation for you to do that. But if you can, like, what's stopping you? What are you doing? It doesn't make sense to me. You want to do an interview with me, Becky? Maybe, yeah, we could talk about that. Well, hell, Eddie, any extra can be tossed this way. Yeah. Shouldn't have said something, dude. No, I'm not saying it, Ed. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say that. I can't say it. Dude, that was actually really tough to film. Deborah Life's been going. Yeah, we need to exchange info one day or another so we can keep in touch. Yeah, since y'all know each other already, you should keep in touch. A two-wheeled wheel. That's a tongue twister, bro. And the meaning of life is to bring Nemo's sashimi. Is it though? I got lucky with a viral video and it keeps paying me still 3 years after I made the videos, so I like to bless others. As if I've been blessed. That's cool, man. I wouldn't mind having a viral video. That'd be dope. Sapphire eyes. I'll get you some, Deb. You have a story to tell too. Would love to hear your story uninterrupted. Yeah, Deb, you're all over everyone's chats. Do you have a channel? I haven't ever actually looked. I'm gonna go look. Do you post videos, Deborah? I'm looking. Deborah Langley. I spelled that wrong. Let's see, here you are. 12 videos. Is that you? Did I find the right Deborah? Oh, no. Yeah, that is you. Boom. Look at that. Deborah's a bot. Yeah, but she's not. Oh, Deborah doesn't interview. She won't. She's not gonna interview. Oh, my light turned off. I just charged this thing too. It should have been fully charged. Let's see. See how long it lasts. Wonder if it just times out. Say two. No, I'm not saying that one time in a row. I can't. Hey, try saying toy boat. Toy boat 10 times in a row. Me and Debbie used to follow slabbers for about 8 years or more. There's several more of us too. Yeah, I'm picking up on that. Like, I've been going to slabs that long, and I had no idea there was this whole YouTube community trying to follow us. I was just there trying not to get in trouble. I'm stoked I got this live chat off. Gonna burn me one. Fucking A. Burn one, please. Do one for me. I think Zane got us on it. Alright, cool. Right? Who knew they wanted to watch a Nomad? Nemo, yeah, no kidding. Like, before, like, Cause, ask him. He was telling me to start a YouTube channel for fucking years. Since the first year I met him. Which Cause is one of the first people I met in Slabs. We both stayed at the library, you know, with Nemo. And he was telling me back then, you should start a YouTube, you should start a YouTube. And I just never did because I didn't think anyone would give two shits to watch me. I didn't think, why would one people want to watch me? But then I just started doing it because I've always liked film. I've always liked doing the video editing. I've been doing stuff like that since high school. So, yeah, just start doing it, and apparently people do watch. I find that strange, but yeah, it's cool. Does anyone know what happened to Dania? Yeah, she's last I heard she was doing all right, but she did stop doing YouTube. It was the trolls. The trolls chased her off, and that's unfortunate because, you know, I don't think people should have to deal with that. For me, anytime a troll shows up, I just block them, and then I forget they exist. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that make videos about me and will talk shit about me and spread rumors, and I genuinely just don't even give it any energy. I don't pay attention to it. I don't watch the videos. People will tell me, like, oh, Slab City News is talking about you, and I'm like, cool, anyways. Like, I don't give it my energy because they're trash. Trash doesn't deserve anything but a dumpster. I did because of you. Fuck yeah, Alaska. I'm glad that you did, man. Keep going. Don't stop. Get better equipment. Do some video editing. Get those donations because all you're doing out there is helping the community, so. Out of all the Slabbers channels, yours is by far my favorite. Hey, thanks, Angel. And I will be back in Slabs soon enough. As soon as I sell my truck, that's my next stop. So that's my plan. I will hope to do some more YouTube videos, maybe some more Bottle Kid videos. Every year in Slabs is different, though. Every single one of them. Every year is different, and I don't know what to expect this year. And over the summer, there's been a lot of changes in Slabs. A lot of, you know, burnouts. A lot of, obviously, Spider. So I don't know what to expect this year, but yeah, I'll be back there soon. I'll be doing a video. Yeah, my buddy's boss vicariously lives through me. Fucking A. Trolls can be pretty destructive if they are allowed. Yes, that's so true. And people who were like, oh, words shouldn't hurt are idiots, because that's not the case. Words do hurt. To think that they don't is just your excuse to try to be awful to people. Words do hurt, words do matter, and what you say to people does matter. So make sure when you're saying the things that you're saying that you're doing it with care. And, you know, sometimes you can't help but say mean things to people because they're true. And it's not always mean, but sometimes it's unavoidable. But for the most part, if you can just treat people well, maybe they wouldn't talk to you like that. Maybe you wouldn't be a piece of shit. I don't have any personal issues with Evan. I do try to keep it cool with most people. Doesn't mean I agree with everything, though. Yeah, I definitely have some personal issues with Evan. That man has actually told people to commit suicide while they were live streaming. He spreads rumors about everything he can think of. He will call children who are so brave to admit or to voice that they have been sexually abused. He'll call them liars. I absolutely I can't even respect that, Deborah, because he's a piece of shit. That's you can keep it good with him if you want, but he doesn't deserve that from me. He is an evil man, straight up. Do voodoo on the trolls, it's the only way. Yeah, no. Chilly night, woohoo. Deb, I personally don't either, but he intentionally starts drama and talks shit about people just to boost his channel. I just can't take that. In fact, if he was to stop causing drama, his channel would plummet. That's how he stays alive. That's how he fucking tries to pay his bills, is just by being a scumbag. Like, almost done for the day. Finally, give me 30 and I'll burn one with you. Fucking A. Hell yeah, Cole, burn one with me. I'm about to go outside and smoke. And I do understand I have some stories I could say as well. I just don't want to give it attention on air. Yeah, no, I feel that, and I shouldn't actually be giving it attention on air because my channel's never been about that. But he has gone after people for some very, very personal things. So yeah, I can't even say anything nice about him. I tried for 10 minutes, but the guy lives in fucking Detroit at his mommy's house and wants to talk shit about a community that he spent a whole, what, 3 months in with a child molester the whole time that he defended even until the child molester committed or pled guilty, and he was still defending him. So yeah, like he doesn't have any right to even talk about slabs. He hasn't been there in almost a decade. He took all the videos off except one. It's anybody had noticed. No, I did not notice that because I don't go to his channel. It's not the first time he's pulled all his videos down. He'll be back. He'll be back like a fucking cancer until his illness kills him too. Black Obsidian works against trolls and amphibians and the army of the dead. I'm just saying, kills them too. Valyrian Steel. Has anyone been watching the new Game of Thrones show, the House of Dragons? Has anyone been watching that, or am I the only one? Yeah, I can't get started on him, especially with dog lips. I do blame him. I don't know much about that situation. I can't speak to dog lips. Yeah, I don't know much about that. I definitely can't step in the bus bathroom and hit my vape with you. I'm assuming I don't know dog lips. Did he pass away? Was that something that was going on? John Turner, I have. House of Dragon is too Babylon for me. So like, dude, it took me a long time to get into Game of Thrones because it's so dry. But it's only the first season that's really dry. You got to muscle through that. Um, but the new show is pretty good. I've been digging it. Oh, he killed himself. Yeah, that's awful. That's awful. And that's what I'm saying. Words really do hurt. You cannot act like your words don't have an impact on people because then you're just being evil. Like saying whatever you want under the guise of free speech is an unhealthy way to use free speech. Like sure, you got free speech until you're harming people. People have been sued for that. People have been put in prison for the things they've said before someone took their own life. So it's happened. I've never read a page or even seen an episode of said series. I'm pretty sure I'm the only people in the world who can say that. No, Nemo, you're definitely not the only person in the world who can say that. I know a lot of people that don't watch it just because it's popular, which is kind of a weird reason to not watch something. I mean, video games are popular and people play those. YouTube's popular. Exactly, and why does it boost someone's ego, make him feel better? Yeah, it definitely makes him feel better. Like if you knew that guy, like you'd know he's got nothing to feel good about in his life. So, yeah, if he brings everyone else down below him, which he's not, then he feels better about himself because oh, there's people below me. But no, like every time you do that, you're still lower than them. I've been reading the books. I'm on the third one right now. There was a book. Yeah. Ed, are you serious? Yeah, dude, the whole series was a book before it was ever a TV show. Written by George R. R. Martin. And the first book and the first season are almost like, they did so good. It was like, the first book was like a script for the first season. It definitely digresses away from the actual, like the show and the book have some big differences in them. But the books are pretty good. In fact, I would honestly say to watch the show first and then read the book, because if you read the book first and then watch the show, you're like, oh, they didn't get this right, oh, they didn't get that right, and you're just disappointed. But if you watch the show first and then read the book, it's like, oh, I love this story, I'm gonna go read the books, and then you get more of the story, or you get some subtle changes. It's pretty cool. I don't read much fiction. Yeah, I do like nonfiction too. They also have audiobooks. You don't have to actually read it. You could be driving along in your car listening to audiobooks too. Somebody else can read it to you. Oh, you're good, Angel. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I can understand how that would be very upsetting. I get it. I mean, we were talking about trolls, and they are really damaging to people. And I mean, it's just unfortunate. They should be ashamed of themselves. I loved Love Stream better. I used to type that, didn't I? I should start doing that again, because it's a love stream. Are you ever going back to slabs? Yeah. Yep. I will be. Probably when my truck sells. Right now I'm stuck in Babylon. I know I keep saying that, but I am stuck in Babylon until my pickup sells. And once it sells, I'll be able to get out of here. But I can't drive like my van and my truck like down the highway together. So I'm like, it's kind of frustrating. I would really like to sell the truck. And I think my light's dying. This is a kind of a shitty light to die so fast. Let me see what I can do about that, because I have this cool little battery here. It's got a 110 port. It's got USB Type C, 12 volt. It's pretty dope. And I mean, I could charge my phone for like 2 weeks on this thing. I can use my laptop for one night, and then it's dead. So let's see if I can charge this light so I can stay pretty for y'all. If I could only see what I'm doing. Let's see. Hi, bro. New fan from Houston, Texas. God bless you. Thanks, Sergio. Dude, why is it that Latins get all the cool names like Cesar and Sergio and Jesus? Like, I want a cool name. I actually had a sergeant in the military, and his name was Sergio. I've always liked that name. It's a cool name. Incest Lord of the Rings. What is happening to my chat right now? Y'all are weird. Can you dolly the van? I probably could not dolly the van. I'd have to put it on a trailer and trailer it. I could do that. Yeah, but that would just cost me money too. Like, I need to sell the truck. So if anyone wants Nomadic Zig's truck, I would hit me up. I put my social media in the chat, so you'd have to scroll up. But yeah, you can find me, and I'll sell you the truck. I'll give you a good deal for any YouTubers. I'll give you the bare bottom price right there. Boom. Incest Game of Thrones. Yeah, I guess there is incest in Game of Thrones, isn't there? There's a lot of stuff in Game of Thrones. There's incest, there's dwarfism, there's there's people who and now they're introducing transgenderism into the Game of Thrones. If you've seen House of Dragons, they've mentioned a character they haven't introduced yet, and they're like, wear ladies' garments. There's people with all sorts of mental health conditions in Game of Thrones. I mean, it's kind of cool. There's even like a leprosy illness. Like, I don't know. There's gays, there's straights. It's kind of an inclusive show if you watch it. Are there many people actively working on making the slabs a self-sustaining eco-village? Do you think the government would just shut it down if they succeeded? No, there's nobody trying to make the entirety of slabs an eco-village, and that would never happen. Slabs is not made up of just a bunch of people running around hugging each other. It's made up of several, like, bunch of different camps. It's like any other town. Like, each camp has its own culture, its own types of people, its own rules. So no one's going to make the entirety of slabs an eco-village. There is an eco-village in slabs that cause runs. But people have this weird idea that slabs is just this, like, utopia of hippies running around and just constantly being nice to each other. It's just not the case. I think my light's dimmer than it was before. I took $3,000 off just to sell it. It took me forever to sell my vehicle in LA. So many people. Yeah, I have already taken a pretty good chunk off of the price. Your live stream is people talking to each other. Well, are there live streams that aren't? I don't understand. Yeah, that's that's a weird comment. What other live streams are there? Yeah, people talk to each other. Like we've all been, like I've been doing this on YouTube for not quite a year yet, but I think I'm coming up on about a year. And why is oh I'm an idiot. That's why that's not charging. But yeah, like we've all like been in the same chat. We've all gotten to know each other. Of course, we're talking to each other. We're getting to know folks. We're being nice to each other. That shit's fun. That's why people like to be here. Alright, I got my light plugged in. That should be better. There we go. Later, guys. Face human shape. Bye, Nemo. Take care, dude. Deborah, it's like a private conversation that not all are privy to. I mean, everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome into this conversation. I hope you would feel that. I hope you feel the same way, Static. You're very welcome. And we'll get to know you too. And then you can chat with everyone also. It's pretty cool. I feel like the fifth wheel. But you're not. You're not the fifth wheel. You can be here too. Where are you from, dude? Where are you from, Static? Let's hear it. Where are you from? Tell us about yourself. And go. And the more you talk, the more people get to know you. And they'll be like, hey, what's up, Static? Every time they see you. And then somebody else can be the fifth wheel. Or the seventh wheel. It's got to be an odd number, I guess. There's a lot of things that people talk about in these slab groups that I'm not privy to also, so I'm like, what? I'm confused. But I don't know. Do you know about Slab City? Like, what brought you to the channel, Static? Yes, Cole, we are becoming a community. Deb, we're pretty damn fabulous. Yes, yes, we are. A second wheel on a unicycle. Why do they call them tricycles and not tricycles? I really... Inquiring minds would like to know. Yeah, Static, tell us about yourself. Where you at? How old are you? What's up? I got Static on my radio. Is it Static X? Do you have Static X on your radio? Because that'd be way cooler. But this is it, Static. Like, I don't like I don't like to have a chat that's quiet. I like to interact with you guys on my live streams. My videos are usually... I mean, you can check out my videos and see, but my live streams, I just want to hang out with y'all, see what's going on, see how everyone's doing, you know, and I want it to be a positive, open environment for everyone that's here, because that's really what, I mean, everyone's looking for in life, aren't we? We're looking for a positive environment that, you know, we can feel accepted in and respected in, and sometimes that's very, very hard to find. I've struggled to find that my whole life, so if I can't find it, I might as well just make it, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm in Southeast Michigan now. I grew up in the former Soviet Union. That's amazing. I've actually recently met a couple of Russian people. Since I'm in LA, it's very diverse here. And I met these two sisters, Olga, and I forget Olga's sister's name, but yeah, they were from Russia as well. But, I mean, obviously you're former Soviet Union, so not quite... Was it Russia yet? Was it? What does my Tree of Life necklace mean to you? Yeah, it means quite a bit. I don't know if you've ever seen me, like, I tinker with it all the time. Like, I'm rubbing on it. It's almost like a stress thing or a comfort blanket. But this means quite a bit to me. There was this dude named Desi, who is a British SAS soldier and retired. He carved this Tree of Life necklace. The Tree of Life, oh, by the way, has a name. It's called a Seedrill, and it's a part of the Nordic cultures, the Viking culture, and this was a coin from Europe, from England, and it was from the 1800s. At the bottom of the tree here, you used to be able to see the date, but I've rubbed it off over the years, just fucking with it. But it was from 1863, and this British SAS soldier cut this coin into the Tree of Life for me. In fact, for everyone that was at our camp that day, there's a few of us that have it. There's probably only like 5 or 6 people that have this coin. I'm not sure if they still have theirs, but I've been rocking mine ever since. And yeah, it's just kind of my comfort blanket. You know, the Tree of Life is actually like, it was supposed to be there to make sure that we all knew we were all connected. And I don't see, that hasn't changed for me, so. Let's catch up on comments here. I've watched every single one of your videos. Thanks, Angel. I had no idea you existed, yet you've seen all of my stuff. That's cool. Just chilling after work right now. That's cool, John. What kind of work you doing, bro? I used to watch Cornelius' channel a lot. Not sure how I was introduced to it. Yeah, I have been in a couple of Cornelius's videos. If you go back years and years and years and years and years. I'm old. I'm 44. I thought you said that's not old. Is that old? That's not old. Don't tell me that's old. I'm not that far away from it. We are in our prime. That's what's up. The sex is better in your 40s anyways. I was so intrigued by the outsider living not being part of our daily rat race. Yeah, me too. I was very interested in that. And the rat race, I can do it. I did it. It's not very good for my mental health. It's other people can do it and they're fine. They're content, but I'm not built like that. Just a youngster static. I'm probably the eldest here at 61. Well, are you? Let's find out. Anyone older than 61? I watched Corn too. Yes, Russian and East Ukrainian. I bet everybody wants to talk to you about politics, don't they? You know what I hope? I hope that we don't. I hope that war ends. I don't think it's worth it. I think that Russia needs to back up, let people have their independence. But I'm not going to go too far into that. What I will say is nobody wins in war. Nobody. Ukraine's not going to win. Russia's not going to win. Neither are we. Nobody wins. I think Corn's channel will get you to everyone in slabs. Yeah, Corn's been around for a while. Back, what'd I miss? A live stream. You missed a live stream, the whole thing. Just rewind. That's so cool, Zig. I do love that necklace, Zig. I sell camouflage patterns. 72. Okay, Deb, we've got you beat at 72. We actually have a old man Jack at the Ponderosa who's like, I want to say he's late 70s. He's a really cool fucking old veteran dude. My ex was Russian. That's cool. I feel better now than I did in my 20s. I'm just full of it most of the time. Yeah, I get terrible comments sometimes. That's too bad. Like, you're no more responsible for your government than I am responsible for mine. Like, you shouldn't be getting treated worse just because of your heritage. That's not fair. Corn is tough, but they have to be. They've had to be. Yeah, I guess. I've also seen Corn do some pretty awful things to people too, so. Finally made it home. Hey, what's up, Colleen? Good to see you again. No justice, just us. What's up, dude? How you been? I'm a sucker for Slavic women, though. Belgrade girl. I don't know, foreign women, I guess. I'm a sucker for foreign women. Rock steady. What's up, Glad? Welcome to the live stream. I'm walking, no more wheelchair. Let's all give him a hand. No justice, no more wheelchair. You're walking around now. That's exciting, dude. Congratulations. Yeah, Colleen, I haven't seen you in a minute. It's good to see you. I'm a sucker for accents. Yeah, me too. I do like the accents. They get me every time. And even when they shouldn't, like they shouldn't, like I can see that this person, we're just too much contrast, but it still sucks me in every time. So if you want to get with me, you can fake an accent. I'd just fucking melt probably. Just put on my blinders and just go into it like an idiot. Especially those Viking women get me every time. Colleen, is your name Celtic? Is Celtic your name, Colleen? Did I just teach you Jamaican patois? You know, whenever I read your messages, dude, I always have to read it with that accent. Yeah, the accents. I've got a pretty good Aussie accent. Are you faking it or is it real? Is it a real accent? Because if you're faking it, you can never stop. Like if you're around me and you use it, you're not allowed to use an American accent anymore. It's just the Aussie accent. In fact, I've kind of wanted to go to like Europe, Australia, somewhere where I am the one with the accent. Like I think that'd be pretty dope. You think you will still be there next week? I have no idea, man. Depends on if my truck sells. I would like to get the fuck out of here before next week. I don't think I want to linger here any fucking longer. I'm not sure if it is. I was told it means warrior in Greek, though. Okay. I noticed American accents. Yeah. Everywhere you go. My friends and I used to go to the bars and pretend to be from different countries and talk different. It was nuts. Just fucking with everyone. Hey Zig, been a while. Hope all is well. What's up, Indrid? Good to see you again. It has been a while. There's a lot of you coming back that it's been a while. But to be fair, I haven't actually been posting very much lately because I haven't really had much to post about. I've been in Babylon trying to get this truck sold. I would love to bring you guys adventures and stuff, but I'm lingering in Babylon and it's driving me nuts. And I had a really rough weekend, so I haven't been sleeping well. It's just been, I'm ready to get the fuck out of Los Angeles. This place was not built for people like me. And I'm from Texas, Zig. Definitely not real. Does that make you have a Texas accent? Do you have like that southern drawl? Do you make any art besides videos, painting, music, writing? Yeah, I do write. I do write, but I don't post it. That's very private to me. But I do write quite a bit, yeah. Deborah means queen bee. You can call me Deborah. I'll be there one day. I'll call when I'm coming. You still in the same area as you were last time with Caveman? Yeah, just hit me up, dude. I'm in the same area. Don't let Babylon break the vibes. Everything will be going good before you know it. Yeah, there's ups and downs, man. And like, you know, like it's I was up. I was doing really well. Things were going well. I was on that incline when things are, you're just peaking and everything's well and your cup is full and you're smiling when you're alone, and then just that crash is so much farther. It's so much farther to fall when you're at the top. And that's how it feels. That's how it's felt this weekend. That's how it's felt today, yesterday. I'll be all right. I just got to sit in these emotions, process them, and figure out why I'm feeling this way. But you do have the southern accent. That's cool. I know people that like the southern accent. I graduated high school in North Carolina. So when I talk to old friends of mine from the South, it always my southern accent will come back. Got to maintain the full cup, not let it spill over. You know, that's so true. You can't let your cup spill, but it's really annoying when people come and knock it the fuck over. And that's what happened to me. My cup was full and someone came over and knocked it over and then acted like they didn't. It's frustrating. Turn that van into an ice cream truck while you're in LA and bring some coins in, brother. That's a good idea. Like, just driving around playing Pop Goes the Weasel. I do pretty good at maintaining my cup most of the time. It's not always full. It's not always full, but it's never really quite empty. But it was emptied. It was emptied, and yeah, I don't really want to go into too much of detail, but yeah, someone knocked that shit over, and I've been trying to process it and figure out why, and I'm not getting much help with it. You know, like there's not some things you just never know, I guess. Emotions, ew, yeah. Yeah, so like I've spent so much time bottling up my emotions. Like I don't know if that's a very healthy thing to do. But I think I might have to about this one because I got other shit to worry about right now. High horses make for hard landings. I like that saying. I'm not steal that. I'm stealing that shit. High horses make for hard landings. Wear a helmet. We're all over here peopling, so wear a helmet. Slab City needs an ice cream truck. It's actually not a terrible idea, but the only problem with that is most people get their food in slabs from food stamps and ice cream trucks. I don't know how I would take food stamps, so that would be a bit difficult. There might be some people that'd be willing to buy ice cream, but you got to think, you got to sell things in slabs that you can't get on food stamps. So like Vices sell really well there. Food sells really well there, but it's some places take food stamps when you want to eat there. Some places don't. I talked to people all on the southern eastern seaboard, and I thought I had an accent. There is a different drawl. Yeah, the North Carolina drawl and like the Mississippi drawl are very, very different. As long as the EBT card reader has internet and it's connected, they can sell it. Yeah, I just don't know how to set up an ice cream truck without a business license and all that stuff, and be able to take EBT cards. I don't know. I don't know how that works. It'd be cool to drive around and sell like cigarettes or beer. You'd probably do better. Everyone, everyone takes FS now. I'm pretty sure you can get food stamp. You can get it set up and do it the way they have government reimburse. Yeah, I think that I would have to actually set up a business though to get approved to take food stamps. I'm not sure. I would expect that they wouldn't just give it to any schmuck on the fucking road. Angel in Kentucky sporting an accent. I'm not sure if it's an Appy accent or not. Appalachian. Okay, who says Appalachian? Who says Appalachian? I'm curious. Priorities. That's what's up. Makes zero economic sense with the price of gas. That's kind of true too. You know what I think would work well in slabs? So I've looked this up in Imperial County, which is where Slabs is located. The only like food truck that you can do is a hot dog stand, and if you do it in the right way, like steamed hot dogs and stuff, you can sell it. I would love to get a little hot dog cart and sell hot dogs right across the street from Salvation Mountain. It would kill, dude. It would kill. All these people coming in from like Palm Springs and all these LA bubble assholes that come out there, they drive 3 hours, and by the time they get to Salvation Mountain, they realize there's nothing out there, and they're hungry. So if you're sitting there slinging hot dogs, dude, you could even have veggie dogs for all the vegans. You would kill it. You would kill it. So many people. That's where the money is. It's at the mountain. Yeah, in order to take food stamps, you need a mobile LLC, which is what I expected to set up an LLC. Nomadic Zig LLC. Oh, some Kentucky people can't understand Mississippi too. Yeah, those New Orleans, Louisiana. I can't understand some of the Louisiana people too. They just don't even move their lips. They're just like, and they're looking at you like you should answer a question. And I'm not sure what the fuck they said. Bottled water that's cold and toilet paper would sell big time. Appalachian. See, but latch. What about ice cold toilet paper? For those hot days when your butthole's sweating. Zig and Zag ice cream. But I would just end up eating all the fucking ice cream and then being sad about that. And then eating more because I was sad. Like the fat bastard from those movies, if you remember. Pup cones would make a killing in the slabs. You know, I used to go to Mexico I used to go to Mexico and grab a bunch of smokes, and I used to sell those in the slabs. I did pretty good doing that, actually. It just took a lot of trips to Mexico. I was going like 2 or 3 times a week, and it was just exhausting. That was my bottleneck. Like the border crossing was my bottleneck. You can only carry back so many smokes per person. So like the more people I have come with me, the more smokes I can get across the border. Um, would you date Zane Green? I don't know who that is. So probably not. And I'm very comfortably straight, so if Zane Green is a male, I'm probably not going to date them. I'm assuming that he's asking me. Austin Powers was the shit. You know my favorite thing about that movie, the Austin Powers movies, was when he wakes up and like takes like a 20-minute piss. That was fucking hilarious. The rest of it was like meh. Yeah, laughing so hard you're crying. Is it because of the sweaty butthole comment and the ice cold toilet paper? Just wipe your ass with ice. Like if it's that bad, just use ice. Get in my belly. I eat because I'm unhappy, and I'm unhappy because I eat. I only ever watched the first Austin Powers movie. That shit would melt real fast. Yeah, yeah, 120 degrees, and you're putting ice cubes in your butthole. You'd probably melt it pretty quick. I just popped back into chat, and the first thing I hear is butthole. That's because we were talking about you, Alaska. Fucking butthole. It's a bunch of buttholes. Bunch of buttholes in my chat. We were talking about wiping your ass with ice cubes, if you really want to know. We were talking about on those hot 120 plus days in the 80% humidity that Slabs has, wiping your ass with an ice cube. So yeah, that's where my live stream has digressed into now. Filing away that idea for next summer. Yeah, you can buy ice on food stamps too. You can't buy toilet paper on food stamps. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not a scientist, but I know this is true. Freezing a towel. Ooh, that's genius. That's so much a better idea. Nothing better than to talk about than buttholes. That's my live stream is it's gotten away from me. I blame Joe Biden since that's who is currently our figurehead. That's who I get to blame. I admit to having gotten into a pretty personal relationship with a block of ice. I don't know if I should ask any more follow-up questions. Like part of me is like, "Oh, details." And then the other part of me is like, "Oh, details." Mainly because I knew it would never last. Yeah, either you're gonna be too cold or they're gonna be too hot. That reminds me of my last relationship. Like, just like dating a block of ice. Oh, thank goodness I speak after this long and admit never seen your stream go this route. Yeah, this is fun. Don't freeze that kitty. You wouldn't? Yeah, that's it. Don't lips get attached to things that are cold? I'm not a scientist here, but there was this movie where this kid's tongue got stuck to a pole. I'm pretty sure that I don't know how all lips work, but I'm not also trying to risk fate. I think that I was buying blocks of ice for my soaking tub. Dating a block of ice. Been there. Yeah, A Christmas Story. That was one. Kid couldn't put his arms down because he was wearing too many clothes. Yeah, just add moisture. That's what I'm saying. Like, you sit down on the block, and then, like, it comes up with you when you stand up. Like, you might want to get into a heater only if moist. So you basically got to be having a bad day to sit down on that. You got to be having a bad day to sit down on that block of ice, I assume. Oh, this has really gotten away from me. What is fucking happening right now? I did it once. Okay, this is. I gotta read this. I did it once in the freezer department at the grocery store when I was little and ripped my whole bottom lip skin. Pretty real deal. So, we were talking about lips, but maybe there were. I hope you're talking about these. Sitting on ice and literally freezing your balls off. Like, no, not literally. Please don't. They need to stay in there. Like, don't freeze them off. I will sit quietly in my corner. That's what I should do. I should just let you guys go at it. Like, I should shut the fuck up. Yes, those. Okay, good. It would have been a much cooler story if it was the other ones, but that's cool. You know, that's still a good story. It's funny too because you see this when you're a kid and you know this is gonna happen, but you're like, is it gonna happen? Like, really? Let's find out. And then you find out and you're like, fuck, I'm an idiot. No, no, that's definitely an adult activity. Freezing your lips off is definitely an adult activity. We're gonna make Sig blush. Yeah. That's actually happened on live streams before. I've definitely blushed on live streams in the past. Shit. My live stream's almost over too. We're at an hour and 56 minutes. In fact, speaking of, maybe I'll just take you guys out there and show you my now. Let me take all this shit apart because I got a lot on the camera, lights and plugs and lights. Oh, I shouldn't have looked directly at that. That was stupid. Let's see. Then you're baked because I got you some rosy going on. Yeah, I'll take you guys out to the van and I'll smoke a bowl and then I'll probably let you go. I'm gonna have to bring this with me so I can see the comments though. And don't forget, you can always donate. My links are in the description of this video. They're also in the description of my channel. I'm gonna go out into Babylon. Alright. Let's see here. So, I'll show you all the van. First and foremost, Raven. Here she is. Park her high top. Well, I can't get too much closer to the van because I'm on the Wi-Fi here. And I'll disconnect. So let me see if I can fix this. Let me see if I can fix it with my other phone. Let's see. Actually, let's just go sit down. But that's my van. That's Phoenix. Right there. That's where all the adventures are going to be coming from next. Oh, and Zag just hopped in there, so... And I closed the door on her, so she's probably in there dying. Come on, pup. Come on. Come on, good girl. Good girl. I'll have to adjust the camera for when I'm sitting here. Alright. So you're looking at me and not my feet. Let's see. I got a lot of comments to catch up on, don't I? Good evening, Zig. Hope to see you this fall, Ryan Stoner. Hey, what's up, Ryan Stoner? It's good to see you. Good to see you in the live stream. I hope to see you this fall too. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my Zag dog. There are 29 people in here with 22 likes. Is there? How many likes we got? It says 43 likes on mine. 33 people and 43 likes. So that's good. That's good. We're on punishment. We got in trouble. No, I couldn't. You guys aren't in trouble. Mine's in the gutter. Dude, my mind is always in the gutter. You're not gonna... If only you all knew. If only you guys knew how far into the gutter my mind actually is. Let's smoke some bud. Yes, here's what I got left. Here's the bud that I got left. A little bit in the school baggie. And I'm gonna pack it up right now. This is actually just a really cheap bag of shake that I bought. It was a quarter of shake that I was able to purchase with what little bit of money I had. And I'm trying to make it last, because life be like that. But y'all don't have to be in the corner. I'll hang out in the corner with you if that's where you're going. Got her all packed up. This is I don't even have the bag with me anymore, but it came in like a cool pouch. It was like a tobacco pouch, like the loose tobacco comes in, and it had papers with it, and yeah. Oh man, I wish I could smoke. Looking for a new job, so I'm staying dry. That's cool, man. It's, you know, I would if I was staying dry, I would wish the same thing, but you know, getting a good job is also important. I honestly wouldn't work somewhere that I couldn't smoke anymore. Like, I'm just not going to do that. And now in California, they just created employment protections for people who use cannabis, because there were so many people losing their jobs over it. Now you can't fire someone, and you can't drug test for it. You can't. It's just like alcohol in the state of California. And I wish other states would follow suit. I wish other states would do that, because then you're protecting your own constituents. Like, they voted yes for this. They shouldn't be penalized because their vote should count, and currently that's the way we have it. They're being penalized in most states. They have that in Oklahoma too. That's cool. Gonna be lots of jobs in Florida and South Carolina. What's going on there? Is there gonna be jobs there? Did Florida legalize? I was just about to ask that, because they have voted it down several times. Not to worry though, guys. I'm not going to Florida. I went there last. Oh yeah, the hurricane for sure. Yeah, I went to Florida last year, well, in January, and then last summer I also went. So yeah, I've had enough of Florida. I don't like Florida. Yeah, I've been at the same place for 13 years. I could always smoke, but I'm done with that place. 13 years in the same place. I don't think I've ever done that in my entire life. Even when I didn't have a choice when I was a kid. It's a long time. I might have to go get my charger for my phone. Oh yes, I'm so damn busy at work from the hurricane. What do you do for work that keeps you busy? The hurricane keeps you busy. Yeah, mostly government, health, and heavy machinery jobs. That's cool. Yeah, there's so many states it's not legal yet, and that doesn't even make sense to me. Like, people who smoke cannabis are not criminals. They're not hurting anybody. At worst, they're hurting themselves. But no one's arresting us for eating McDonald's or ice cream. Like, why cannabis? It doesn't even make sense. There's no logical reason to create criminals and to create a black market for cannabis. It's the cash grab is much bigger if it's legal. Like, we've proven that in so many states. The states are making so much more money on cannabis than they ever did on banning cannabis or prohibiting cannabis. The prohibition of cannabis is just asinine. You couldn't even justify it if you tried. I agree, Texas has more alcohol-related charges than pot. Yep. You know, I mean, a lot of people won't be able to say this, but I have such a high tolerance for cannabis. I can drive just fine. Like, I'm not impaired whatsoever. 2 beers, I fucking can't, and I know that. I know when I'm impaired. 2 beers, I'm impaired. I know I'm impaired. I don't drive after 2 beers. Dude, I can take a blunt to the face and then take 4 or 5 dabs and be able to drive just fine. I know a lot of other people can't do that because they don't have as high of a tolerance. I know that it's very, very intoxicating to people who don't have a tolerance, but the way my tolerance is, like, I don't even feel stoned anymore. Oh, you work in insurance. Yeah, you're going to be busy as fuck. It should be federally legalized. I think alcohol is worse. Alcohol is worse. Alcohol is one of those drugs that if you're addicted to it and you stop, it can kill you. Yet you can go to the store, spend $40 and get enough alcohol to kill yourself with. It's completely legal. But I can't go buy cocaine. Like, fuck you, dude. It's dumb. Consider this. If all drugs, I don't care which one, if they're all legal and you're buying them in a safe access dispensary where they're tested, how many overdoses do you think that you would have? You wouldn't be surprised, like, oh, I got fentanyl in this? I had no idea. Because it would be safe. It would be tested. You would know what you're buying. Instead of criminalizing these people, making it so much harder to even overcome their addiction, because not only do they have their own mental illness they've got to compete with, they've also got society shitting on them. If they ever get charged with any sort of like drug charge that has to do with meth or heroin, they're never going to be able to find a good job. They're never going to be able to find good housing because now they're a felon, especially if they had too much of it. And they lost their right to vote. They lost their right to own a gun. It's just a way to suppress the vote of poor people. And that's why they only enforce it on poor people. Because if they call you a felon, then you lose the right to own a gun, you lose the right to vote, and you lose the right to integrate back into society when we know addiction is a mental health issue. We know this. We've known this for 20 fucking years now. It's not a criminal condition, it's a mental health condition, yet we treat them like criminals. Oh, I could just rip on this for hours. Don't get me started. Which is strange because Texas culture by design practically mandated alcohol upon citizens except for Sundays. It's a for-profit system. That's what I'm saying. If it was really for-profit, if that's really what it was, they would legalize it and tax it, just like all the other states have, who make so much more money off of legalization than they do illegalization, prohibition. San Antonio got rid of their Sunday thing? I don't know. I have no idea. Which is something Sherman Oaks has to deal with. The whole state just passed the sale of liquor on Sundays. We've always sold beer and wine, but not until 12, until they even open up the time in the morning. Yeah, there's so much. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. Okay, go back to the history of cannabis prohibition. They had just spent 10 years with alcohol prohibition. And it took a straight up constitutional amendment to legalize alcohol. So, right after that, the same person who argued, I forget the guy's name, but the same person that argued against alcohol being legalized was the same person that argued in favor of prohibition of cannabis. If you look at the history of this, it's completely racism. It's 100% racism. Just the word marijuana is a made-up word by the government. They made that word up to make it sound more Latin, more Mexican, in order to encourage people to like, oh, this is bad because Mexicans do it. The word in Spanish for cannabis, we all know this, is mota. It's mota. It's not marijuana. Nobody in Mexico calls it that. We call it that because that word was made up by our government to make it sound Latin. So then they make cannabis illegal, but they don't enforce it on rich people. white people. It's definitely enforced on white people if you're poor. But they did enforce it on minority and poor communities disproportionately. We know this, there's data. No way you can argue against it. And why did they do that? Because they didn't want those people to influence government. And how do we influence government? Well, we vote and we own guns. If the vote doesn't work, well, that's why we have the Second Amendment, don't we? So if they take away these people's ability to influence government, then we can make whatever laws we want without a whole bunch of problems, right? These people are in prison now, they're criminals, and then they come out with background checks that anyone can do a background check on you and find out, and deny you for housing, and they can deny you for a job simply because you have a mental health issue, an addiction issue. But they're not going to deny you employment because you eat too much McDonald's. In fact, obese people are protected under HIPAA and all these employment laws for disabled folks. But we don't do it. We don't do it for other disabilities like mental health issues. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. I told you, don't get me started. I'll just rattle on for a while about that. This is what Zag does when I hang out here. This is what Zag does while we're chilling. She just lays and barks at people. Missy, I appreciate that. Like, I appreciate being told I'm intelligent. I think what I am is just awake. When I got to the point where I didn't trust the government, I started thinking about all these things. I remember being 19, staring at my pipe, going, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not a criminal. And a week after that, I was arrested and put in jail and was facing some felony charges for pot. And it was just like, 19 years old, and they're trying to ruin my life when I'm out in the woods smoking a bowl and some cop fucking traipse back there to find us. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. And I don't want to say just minorities are affected by this, because that's just simply not true, but they are affected by it way more than whites are. But primarily it's not minorities, it's poor people. Poor people are affected by the war on drugs. And if you think, consider all these defund the police conversations that people are having. I'm not about that. I don't think we need to defund the police. The police are there for a good reason. We need a society that is protected by people willing to do violence, because there are violent people out there who need to be stopped. But I don't think we need to defund the police. I think we need to defund the war on drugs, because that is the excuse that police use, and to be like, oh, I smelled something, and then they get to search your car when they didn't smell shit. These dogs are trained to hit when they haven't smelled anything either. It's completely asinine. We don't need to defund the police. I've had this conversation. The police are so necessary. They are, just like the military is. We need to defund the war on drugs. It's taking, listen to this. They declared a war on U.S. citizens. And everyone was like, yay, and cheering and shit. What in the fuck is going on? You're declaring war on us in the 70s. Oh, we're going to have a war on drugs. You're declaring war on your own people, on American citizens. That's sick. It's so sick. That's what shattered my traveling dreams, got me in Wyoming, coming from Boulder when I was 19. Yeah, dude. They ruin people's lives. They ruin them. They ruin people's lives. They straight up ruin people's lives. And then you have this criminal charge that follows you for the rest of your life. I am 20 years ago I was arrested for pot when I was 19, and it still comes up on my fucking background check. And it's a misdemeanor. It's not even a felony. I'm sorry. I feel for everyone that's in a state where it's still illegal, because there's no way your leadership could justify it. And this isn't a bipartisan, or this isn't a partisan issue. There are people on both sides of the aisle that enjoy cannabis. There's people in third parties who enjoy cannabis. Every culture we have in America, pick one. There is somebody in that culture who enjoys cannabis. Come on, what the fuck? What is going on? How do we not come up with this on our own? And I know exactly what the problem is. It's because the government doesn't do anything very well, especially change. It's like turning a train around and they haven't even built the tracks yet. That's what we have to deal with. Always film the cops if you're stopped. Yeah, 100%. I always film the cops. And we have the constitutional right to film the police in the course of their duties and to film in public. It's a constitutional right. It's the First Amendment. Everybody's press. Everybody's press. You can be an independent press. You can post it to your Facebook. That makes you press, and you have a First Amendment right. So film the shit out of them. Because you know what? You might catch a good cop. You might film a good cop interaction. You might be able to highlight to the community that there are good cops out there. You might find a bad one too. So film them, no matter what. Like, wow, that dude was professional. Police are trained to have a us versus them mentality, and that's a big problem. The populace is automatically seen as enemy. Restructure the police. That the police should have an us versus them mentality. The only problem with that is they're interacting with people who haven't created a victim, and they're charging them with crimes. If they were only interacting with people who have created a victim, like a thief or someone who assaulted someone or a rapist or a murderer, these are people that we need to actually stop. If you look at the conviction rate in our country, you can Google this. If you look at the conviction rate in our country, if you're murdered, your chances of them solving your murder is about 50%. It's a 50-50 shot they're going to solve your murder. If you were assaulted, it's like even less, in the 20%. If you're raped, it's in the teens that they're going to solve that murder. And personal property crimes, when they break into your car and steal all your change because they're fucking pill junkies, yeah, it's even less. It's like 12% conviction rate, or a clearance rate is what they're called. It's a clearance rate that you're looking for when you Google this. But for drugs, you want to know what the drug clearance rate in our country is? 98%. It's a 98% chance that they will have a conviction for a drug charge. So they're focusing on these drug charges and not the people out there hurting folks. We don't need to defund the police. We need to defund the war on drugs. So police are left free to do their jobs, which is stopping people who created victims. That rant made me lightheaded. We are getting close to medicinal being legalized in Kentucky. Baby steps, I guess. It is baby steps because we inherited this. Like, I'm not blaming anyone alive today. And the people who are alive today are probably got dementia anyways. But we inherited this. And it's not fair. It's a problem we got changed. But it's not our fault. What's up, Darren? Welcome to the live stream. You caught the end of it. I've actually gone like 17 minutes farther than I wanted to because they got me talking about drug legalization. Devil's lettuce is a gateway drug. Marijuana is bad. I'm going to need you to realize this and quit so there's more for me. There's plenty for both of us, my man. And they even tried to remove this species of plant from the environment. Like, when has that ever been encouraged? To like, oh, we don't like this plant, so we're going to try to make it extinct. Yet we spend billions of dollars trying to make other things not extinct. And then billions of dollars to make this one thing extinct, and they failed. The fucking war on drugs failed. I would like to congratulate drugs for winning the war on drugs. It would be easier for them to grab up all the straws in the States. Yeah, I'm in California. I have to deal with the straw thing all the time. Like, some places will have plastic straws, but you have to request them specifically. And then other places have those, like, paper straws that are, like, dipped in plastic. But they biodegradable or whatever, so. But they go soggy. You put them in, and after, like, an hour, your straw is soggy at the bottom. It's fucking weird. And your lips, the moisture from your lips will make it soggy, too. Those shitty-ass paper straws. But they give it to you in a plastic cup. That's my favorite part. I swear to God, I got a fucking drink the other day in California. It was in a plastic cup, but it had a paper straw in it. I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I'm coming down to the Redwoods in like a week and a half. How far is LA from there? Like 15-hour drive to the Redwoods from LA. The Redwoods is in Northern California on the Oregon border, and LA's almost to Mexico. California's a very, very long state. I think I got a pretty good delay in my live stream right now, so. You know, I might be in Babylon, and I might be bitching about it, but I could be in worse spots in Babylon. Let me show you where I'm at. And like, I sit on the porch, and I got this view. Got palm trees. And there's my van. And there's a pine tree, and it's huge. This thing is enormous. So, but you know what I don't like? Is that I can see, I don't like that I can see 7 households from right here in this spot. I can look and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 houses I can see from right here. This is 8 different people's lives and their like home and their space. And I'm just sitting in one spot and I can see 8 of them. I do not know how they pull it off. I don't know how they do that. I couldn't do it. Big Sur is beautiful. I haven't actually spent as much time out there as I should have. But yeah. There is some pretty spots like right outside of LA. I did a drive up to Malibu with a friend, and I was surprised to find how much mountains is there, and going through Malibu area for getting to Malibu. It was a real pretty drive. Like, it surprises me. There is some spots to get out of Babylon pretty nearby, but you can't, if you're gonna go on a hike, you're gonna be on a trail, you know, because there's like a house over here and like a farm right there, so that's weird. But thanks for guys. I'm gonna be getting out of here in 8 minutes. I say that a lot, like I'm leaving, and then I don't, but this time I am. I'm gonna get out of here in 8 minutes. I appreciate everyone who chugged along with me for this live stream. It was pretty fun. I was talking earlier about the monthly subscriptions, to give you guys some like private content, and kind of figuring out whether I was gonna do that or not, like private live streams, private videos, private posts for my community page. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it or not, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I will. I think I'll just try to keep this free and leave the money to be voluntary. If you guys want to donate, you can. If you don't, you don't. I'm happy to keep doing what I'm doing. I don't do it for the donations, because I started doing it because it's a good hobby. I liked video editing. I got to be creative. I kept doing it because I got to know a lot of you guys. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna leave it free, and leave that to be something that's not pressured. I don't want anyone to feel pressured to donate to me. There's other slabbers out there that honestly could use it more. I'm happy to take the donations. I'll put them to good use, but I do know that like Alaska would appreciate them, because he's feeding people. I'm just sitting here in Babylon wishing I wasn't in Babylon. I will be bringing you guys a pretty long video for my next big video. It's going to take me a while to edit, but it's basically when I left Nomad's Nest. And you know, Caveman and I have been live streaming this whole time, so if you've been following us, you'll recognize a lot of the things that are going on. But I want to do the whole video, and I've been filming a lot of it. And I've been slacking on some filming too. Sometimes life gets going, you know. But nice to officially meet you too, Angel. Thanks for not lurking anymore and saying hi. Anyone else, like Static, you too, man. Thanks for being here. I know that it's probably it's cool that you guys are speaking up. Those of you who've been watching me a while and haven't said anything. So if there's any of you out there who are in the same boat. You've been lingering, you've been lurking, and you haven't said anything, maybe my next live stream you'll be around. I hope so. I'll chat with you too. And we'll block anyone that treats you like crap, because that's not welcome here. Bye, Missy. Bye, Angel. I'll see you guys later.